Coming up on AgweekTV, we'll take you south of Jamestown and check on the hemp pilot program and see how the crop is coming along. We'll tell you about a program where wild horses are helping out veterans. And we'll take you to a tractor stampede in McLeod, North Dakota. Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Shauna Olson. North Dakota's industrial hemp pilot program is in its first year, and growers involved are happy with their crop. It is a controlled substance in the U.S. because the plant is of the same species as marijuana, but without the THC. Rachel Spildy is the industrial hemp program coordinator in North Dakota. She says there are 5 growers raising the crop this year in the program. All the fields are in good shape, with the hemp about 6 feet tall. She says one grower in Grant County hasn't had much rain, so the crop isn't as tall there. Spildy says growers have been doing a great job with very limited knowledge of how to raise the crop. Industrial hemp has been legal in Canada since 1998, so growers there have been very helpful sharing their knowledge.
It's really important to have our Canadian counterparts come down and give us the tips and the tricks because it saves a lot of time and energy in the end. No need to recreate the wheel, and they're more than happy to help us out.
Spildy says she hopes the program will be available again next year. State and federal laws need to change to allow the crop on a regulated or licensed basis, and processing plants also need to open. Jamie Edwards is one of the growers in the hemp pilot program. He and his dad, Lyle, each have a 15-acre test plot. Recently, North Dakota's first hemp field day was held on their farm, so other growers could get a first-hand look at the crop and gain knowledge on how to raise it.
The male and female are on the same plant, and if you look closely here, you'll see that there's female plant part up at the top here.
We just wanted to get the word out and get everybody. There's been a lot of people asking and wondering how it looks and what was going on.
This is the first time Jamie Edwards has raised industrial hemp.
Talking from the guys that come down from Canada, they thought it looked like a really good crop, so that makes me feel pretty good.
He says he wanted to give others a chance to see and learn more about the crop too, so he organized this field day with the help of the state.
There's a fiber market for it up there too, where you guys are from.
2 experts from Canada shared their knowledge of the crop.
It's very sensitive in that first month, and once you get it through that, it goes gangbusters.
Jeff Kostick works with Hemp Genetics International and is based in Manitoba. He's the director of operations for Canada, the U.S., and international markets.
If there's any perfections in your field, hemp will show it immediately.
Kostick has been involved with hemp since its legalization in Canada in 1998.
It's not a dangerous crop at all. It's just really a non-issue now in Canada with regards to regulations and the THC. It's a commodity now, and we've got farmers from all walks of life, I guess, interested in growing it because it makes money on the farm, and that's the main thing. And it's a healthy, nutritional food ingredient.
He says last year about 100,000 acres of hemp was grown in Canada. He says acres are down this year due to a glut in the market following 2 great growing seasons.
And that I want to be empty.
Blaine Nitschke farms near Judd, North Dakota, and he has a seed business. He says he's always looking for ways to diversify the farm.
It's really something how it really grows out here, out in our fields. Like, we didn't think that this would be possible, that you could grow this stuff out here. It seems like it could be a really good crop, something that we could actually grow on our farm and make some money. Nitschke says he'll be back to check out the harvest of the crop and would consider the pilot program next year if it's available.
We learned a lot today. We just know a little bit, and just listening to them talk, I was glad they were able to come down and shed some light on what to look at, the male plants and the female plants and when to harvest, and that takes a load off our mind to start with.
Kostick says end-use sales continue to rise by 20 to 40% and will continue to grow. Harvest will be the beginning of September for the Edwards. Sunflowers are a big and growing crop in the region. In fact, South Dakota is the nation's top sunflower producer. Advanced Sunflower is growing along with it. As Mikkel Pates found out, the Huron, South Dakota company is one of the region's newest human food confection sunflower players.
Shauna, South Dakota has been the biggest sunflower producer in the country for the past 3 years in a row, and this company is one reason why.
There's an ample supply and the quality is very good. We purchase sunflowers from the grower and we process them, clean them and size them, and then we sell them to a further processing step or to the end user for birdseed or human consumption.
President Dan Dale believes the sunflower market is strong and growing because of the health benefits of sunflower seeds.
Consumers in the United States and all around the world are becoming more concerned about what they eat, either as a snack or for their main food source. And sunflowers are very high in vitamin E and other types of good, healthy vitamins. Very nutritious. They have a lot of good benefits that people really are seeking out nowadays. And they're non-GMO. That's another big selling point to the consumer in today's market.
Advanced Sunflower has quietly marked 5 years buying seed for the edible seed business and seems to have a bright future ahead. For AgweekTV, Huron, South Dakota, this is Mikkel Pates.
The company's plants at Huron and Redfield put out tens of millions of pounds of product a year. That's the production from 40,000 acres of sunflowers and 100 producers in North and South Dakota. Coming up next on AgweekTV, we'll take you to the first annual Cowboy Up Classic Tractor Stampede in McLeod, North Dakota.
My name's Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called a cornstalk guide. Helps guide corn stalks into the grabs in the chains a lot smoother without losing corn. The corn stalk, when it comes off of our product, it's already on the gathering chain instead of being able to hit that idler. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
The term hunting blind takes on a whole new meaning this week on Northland Outdoors. We travel to Indiana to follow Master Sergeant Eric Martz from Moorhead, Minnesota, as he joins other fellow veterans on a typical turkey hunt, well, with only one exception. Each of these veterans is blind. Watch Eric with notable outdoor adventurer Lonnie Bedwell hunting blind this week on Northland Outdoors.
Everybody, it's the Washington County Fair, Wednesday, August 3rd through Sunday, August 7th.
Enjoy free live music with Coyote Wild Friday night and the Rockin' Hollywood Saturday night.
Hundreds of animals, including free pig races, truck pull Thursday night, autocross impact motorsports Friday night, and demolition derby on Saturday night. Daily carnival ride specials, and of course, all that great food.
Adult tickets only $7, young adults $4, kids 5 and under are free.
Plus free parking.
It's the Washington County Fair, Wednesday, August 3rd through Sunday, August 7th.
In Lake Elmo.
I'm home. Coming home from a hard day's work is usually when the real fun begins, and that's okay. After all, spending time with those who matter most is why you work so hard in the first place. At Home of Economy, your work gear headquarters, you'll find top-selling brands like Carhartt, known for comfort, durability, and a style and fit for everyone. Whether you need workwear, casual wear, or anywhere in between, find your Carhartts at the guaranteed lowest price. Only at Home of Economy, where your dollar buys more.
Where do you go for the latest news in agriculture? Agweek Magazine. Reaching over 30,000 farmers and ranchers in North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Montana. Agweek provides the most up-to-date information on the markets, the trends, and the people who make it all happen. We're your source for news, not fluff. Dependable, trusted. Agweek. Subscribe today by calling 1-800-811-2580. We're in McLeod, North Dakota, where the tractors are all polished and lined up for the first ever Classic Tractor Stampede. Tractor runs are gaining popularity recently, and for many, it's a fun hobby, but also a good way to raise money for charity.
Driving through the country on a tractor seat is quite an experience. You get to smell everything, the sweet clover and the fresh cut hay and the cow pastures.
Eugene Hayek has spent a lot of hours in his tractor's seat.
I bought it a long time ago.
And off of it. He restored this 1957 rig himself.
Well, I suppose it took me about 2 winters.
He brought it out of the shop to cover the 46-mile, 6-hour trek backcountry with fellow tractor lovers like Gerald Sletmo.
It's retired. It don't work no more.
Sletmo's 1980 1050 John Deere is done doing odd jobs around the farm, but it still gets a workout.
I put 200 miles on this little tractor last year.
Sletmo says he hits up a few tractor runs like this each summer.
Just so relaxing. Go out there and hear that engine run. And then the fellowship, just enjoyable.
Glenn Beam is here for the same reason, the fellowship, and maybe some silent competition.
The Super M IH is the best tractor ever built.
And to share the love
We all like our own.
Yeah, right.
of classic tractors with new friends.
Glad you came out, lass.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a fun day.
This is Beam's first run.
I always wanted to go do one of these.
They're getting more popular all the time.
His old piece of iron holds a special place in his heart.
It's what my dad started farming with in the 50s. He bought one of these brand new, and I learned to run it. When I got older, I said, you know what? I want to own one of these. And so I bought it at an auction sale.
And when he hops on it and turns on that key,
this thing is so nice. Fire right up, just like that. That's what I like.
it brings back memories.
Some of it is a sound.
And even though his big iron doesn't quite shine like some others here, he says maybe someday it will.
If I ever get some extra money, I'll put new tires on it and have it repainted and redone. But for now, I tell the guys, some guys got some nice iron here. I tell them mine's right out of the field. And I got a chain if you guys need a pull. I'm ready.
The run took them to Winemere and back to McLeod with a supper and dance after. Proceeds from the first annual Cowboy Up Classic Tractor Stampede go to the Roger Maris Cancer Center. Coming up, winds of change are blowing in your AgweekTV weather outlook for the upcoming week. And later, a story on the mutually beneficial relationship between horses and veterans.
Coming out August 29th. Don't miss the 2016 AgWeek Directory inside your AgWeek magazine. This publication is a resource of services and information. The 2016 AgWeek Directory. Find it August 29th.
Skag, the toughest name in lawnmowers. Unmatched quality and performance for over 3 decades. The clear choice, the best mower money can buy for work or at home. Top lawn care professionals and discerning homeowners know that Skag means productivity and reliability. Every Skag mower is proudly built right here in the USA. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best. Skag.
Contact your nearest dealer or call North Country Marketing.
The term hunting blind takes on a whole new meaning this week on Northland Outdoors. We travel to Indiana to follow Master Sergeant Eric Martz from Moorhead, Minnesota, as he joins other fellow veterans on a typical turkey hunt, well, with only one exception. Each of these veterans is blind. Watch Eric with notable outdoor adventurer Lonnie Bedwell hunting blind this week on Northland Outdoors.
This is Dennis Belisky reminding you we do auctions and we do them well. You've built your operation with hard work, and when it's time to sell, all or part, you deserve the best. Details from repairs and preparation to promotion and settlements are not routine. Chances are you'll only do this once, so we'll tailor an auction just for you and get it done right. On-site at your farm or added to one of our highly successful Alaris Center auctions, we have the skill, reputation, and integrity to meet your needs with best-in-class commitment and quality service. Find us at resourceauction.com or call 701-757-4015.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people
at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
AgWeek, the region's premier ag publication, is giving you a chance to win your own drone. When you are at Dakota Fest August 16th through the 18th, make sure to stop by booth 2203 to meet the AgWeek staff and register to win a DJI Phantom 4 drone.
AgweekTV weather is brought to you by Kaler Farms.
Weather portion of Ag Week now. Another round of heavy rains in July has basically wiped the drought condition off the map in the northern plains, except for a few areas of western South Dakota, especially down around the Rapid City, Black Hills area, where we still have some moderate drought. It's basically not dry anymore across the Dakotas and Minnesota. Some parts of the Iowa-Missouri border area are a little bit on the dry side, but nothing really is a problem, except when you get over here into the eastern end of the Corn Belt. Some parts of Michigan and Ohio are still quite dry. Nationally, there just isn't a lot of real severe problems. There are, except for, of course, Southern California. It's a little dry across the Deep South, but mostly things are in pretty good shape. Now, this week, the jet stream is doing us a little bit of a dip. It's going to be a little bit warm in the southern plains, maybe slightly above average, but not dramatically so. The jet stream along the U.S.-Canadian border, though, after kind of a quieter week last week, will be going back to its power mode once again, setting up the stage for some Monday, Tuesday strong thunderstorms, especially across North Dakota into northern Minnesota. And then as the week goes along, the strong jet stream will sag a little further south, which will send that packing slowly toward southern Minnesota, South Dakota into Iowa, and on down into the Corn Belt. Meanwhile, later in the week, a ridge of high pressure will start developing out west, and this is likely to pull some of that hot weather back up into the northern plains and send the milder weather up toward James Bay, Hudson Bay, which sets us up for probably some more hot weather into the northern plains sometime over the following weekend. So in terms of the forecast, here's what we're looking for. With a high-pressure ridge in the west, generally dry weather throughout the northern Rockies, widely scattered thunderstorms in the southern Rockies, and generally dry weather in the southern plains all across through the Deep South. And then there will be this narrow ridge of stormy weather starting somewhere in eastern North Dakota and then fanning down through the Corn Belt, mostly the northern part of the Corn Belt. As we head then into the temperature look for this upcoming week, it's going to be fairly warm from the western part of North Dakota down through the Rockies, a lot of 90s and a few hundreds. Most of the rest of the area will be in the 80s with a few 90s. The second week, the hot weather will continue throughout much of the middle section of the country, with temperatures generally above average and the weather generally dry. A few spotty storms, the Rockies and northern plains, but a fair amount of dry weather is expected for the first part of August. So the outlook then is looking like this. As we head into early August, warmer than average weather, only scattered locally heavy rainfalls, and an overall drying trend.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Where do you go for the latest news in agriculture? AgWeek Magazine. Reaching over 30,000 farmers and ranchers in North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Montana. AgWeek provides the most up-to-date information on the markets, the trends, and the people who make it all happen. We're your source for news, not fluff. Dependable, trusted. AgWeek. Subscribe today by calling 1-800-811-2580.
Commitment. You need it to succeed on the farm.
It's total dedication to the land, family, and community. It's more than a way to make a living. It's a way of life. You've had it since the first time you ran your hands through the soil, helped bale hay, or rode along in the combine. Your commitment, it's as strong as your family's trust, as honest as each long day you put in, and as pure as the opportunity that comes with every tomorrow. It's how we build our bins, with proven design, superior structural integrity, a lifetime warranty, and a promise to stand with you, no matter what storms come your way. The harvest will always be protected, so you can sell when it's right for you, your family, and your farm. Commitment. It's why we can say, there's nothing standard about superior.
New technology is helping to prevent cattle theft around the country. That was the message from one of the speakers at the International Livestock Identification Association conference in Fargo recently. Blaine Northrop is the supervisor of ag enforcement and brand inspection for the Nevada Department of Ag. Before that, he worked with the North Dakota Brand Inspection. Northrop says law enforcement tools for the livestock industry are improving.
Law enforcement in agriculture is needed, no question about it. Because the livestock thefts are up all over the United States because of the price of cattle anymore. The International Livestock Identification Association, in the last few years, we've created a website to where cattle are stolen in Oklahoma, cattle are stolen in Texas. Within minutes, I know it in my office. And we get it to the sale barns, we get it to our brand inspectors, and communication amongst the states has been so important, and that's been a huge help in our business as far as tracking and locating lost and stolen livestock.
The cattle industry is also looking at electronic identification instead of brands, and more producers are starting to use chip technology in their cattle. We have a little bragging to do now about our Jonathan Knutson. He was one of just 20 journalists selected to receive a prestigious fellowship to attend a National Press Foundation seminar. The subject is the future of food and agriculture. It was held this week in St. Louis. Participants study a range of topics including antibiotics in ag, organics, and GMOs. The week includes trips to an organic farm in Monsanto's research facility. This is a very competitive fellowship. We congratulate Jonathan and look forward to his coverage of it next week on AgweekTV. Up next on AgweekTV, a unique program that uses animals to aid returning veterans.
Coming out August 29th. Don't miss the 2016 Ag Week Directory inside your Ag Week magazine. This publication is a resource of services and information. The 2016 Ag Week Directory. Find it August 29th.
Total Ag Industries is the leader in total control. Their custom-built fertilizer systems are the crown jewel of the Total Ag lineup. Total Ag systems come with a fully customizable fill system, and the variable rate hydraulic drive system works with John Deere displays for real-time feedback and complete fertilizer monitoring. Total Ag's field-tested design allows precise control and accurate application in your fields for better yields and more profit. Contact Total Ag by phone or visit totalag.com.
The North Dakota Soybean Council invests checkoff dollars to increase soybean demand, increase yields, and open new markets. The soybean checkoff has resulted in stronger prices and higher yielding varieties. Checkoff dollars fund research to bring solutions to farmers' greatest production challenges. Global demand for North Dakota soybeans for human consumption, animal feed, and commercial use has never been greater. Checkoff dollars, investing in a profitable future for North Dakota soybean farmers.
Time to demand more. With Micro Essentials, you get more from every acre. Through our fusion technology, only Micro Essentials combines 4 vital nutrients into one powerful granule, ensuring uniform nutrient distribution and increased nutrient uptake. The innovation behind our fusion technology means you'll grow stronger, healthier plants. Micro Essentials. Get more from every acre.
My name's Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called a cornstalk guide. Helps guide corn stalks into the grabs in the chains a lot smoother without losing corn. The corn stalk, when it comes off of our product, it's already on the gathering chain instead of being able to hit that idler. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
AgWeek, the region's premier ag publication, is giving you a chance to win your own drone. When you are at Dakota Fest, August 16th through the 18th, make sure to stop by booth 2203 to meet the AgWeek staff and register to win a DJI Phantom 4 drone.
A group of veterans is working to tame a wild Mustang at the University of Minnesota Crookston. Kenneth Chase has more on how Operation Hunter's Heroes is really helping some veterans.
It's here in the arena where a husband and wife are working with veterans to break Mustangs who have never had any interaction with humans before being captured.
It took them about 6 months to be able to put a saddle on Hunter, a wild horse from the Badlands.
What you see in the movies is not actually real life. It takes a lot of work and trusting between the horse and everybody else around him to get to that point.
Therapeutic work, teaching them to be calm during stressful situations. The group calls themselves Hunter's Heroes, and they say working with the horse each week is keeping them out of trouble.
A lot of veterans, they turn to alcohol, they turn to drugs, that sort of thing to help manage stress. That's part of one of the reasons why I got in touch with this program.
Smirgalski says experiences in combat,
firefights, the explosions, losing people,
can be difficult to deal with when transitioning to civilian life.
I think the problems about getting out of the military is you lose your camaraderie with other people in the military, and you go back to the civilian world and you don't really have all that because most people aren't in the military.
Smirgalski's wife says in the 6 months her husband has been working with Hunter, she has seen a noticeable change.
They can really connect with these wild horses, and they really tend to understand each other, and it helps them overcome a lot of things.
Hunter's Heroes has another horse they will be working with, and they hope other veterans will join them.
Hunter was adopted in 2015 by Travis and Kristen Schwartz of Fisher, Minnesota. They founded Walk by Faith, therapeutic riding for veterans and active service personnel. This week's photo of the week comes from Erica Brown of Hannah, North Dakota. It's a shot of them custom harvesting near Belvedere, South Dakota. You can see the rain coming. They're trying to fill the trucks before they get wet. If you want to see your ag photos on AgweekTV, email your photo and a description of what's happening in the picture to photos@agweek.com. Thanks for watching this week's edition of AgweekTV. Remember, for all your ag news, go to agweek.com. We'll see you next week.